Hello and welcome to a new team review. Today I'm gonna showcase a team without any XL Pokemon, and all those Pokemon in here kinda need only 10k for the second move. For Snorlax it's a bit tricky because you have to have Munchlax before you evolve it. Like you have to give the Munchlax the second move. For the Munchlax it costs 10k, I think for the Snorlax it costs 75k. But still, like all of those Pokemon are not even close to level 40. I think the closest is Charizard, I think it needs to be like level 35 or something. Snorlax I think at level 28.5 and Empoleon level 32 or something like that, so you don't even need that much to power them up there. And yeah, his team was kind of like, I asked you on YouTube on a poll, like what do you want to see next, and and people wanted to see a cheap team without like XL Pokemon, and yeah, this was like a team that really worked well for me today. I gained I think over 100 points. I'm like now at 3,150 or something like that. And yeah, I have to tank most likely soon against find opponents, but yeah, that's currently it's still fine. But this team was really fun to play. I lost actually like 2 or 3 matches today to lag. Like I heard from other people as well, like lag is completely crazy right now. I don't know what they did to the servers. But here we have like a kind of difficult matchup. Empoleon is actually really good against our team, even though we have our own Empoleon. And yeah, it's kind of difficult to deal with. But you have like still Snorlax, which has a super effective move. And if you have like energy on the Charizard, it's gonna be okay. Which you already see here is that my Charizard is actually double legacy. I gave him the Elite Charge TM for Wing Attack. Reason being, for this team, you have 2 Pokemon in the back that are weak to fighting. Basically, the goal of this team is, if you don't win the lead hard, you go into your Snorlax, try to bait out the grass type, so your water type can be like free in the back, or B, the fighting type, so you can also, so the Empoleon does not have to face that, and that you can go into that with your Wing Attack Charizard to get more energy. I actually would recommend you to use a Wing Attack here on Charizard. If you don't have it, Air Slash would be most likely okay, but also like Fire Spin is okay and Dragon Move is also okay. Like there's no wrong quick move for Charizard, but I think Wing Attack is the best, especially for this team. Just because the weakness against Fighter for this team in total, like you have 2 Pokemon weak in the back, even though you have Drill Peck on your Empoleon. If you have like energy on your Empoleon, you are good against Fighters as well, but usually you don't have that, so I would recommend you getting Wing Attack there. If you don't, it's still fine. This team still works out without Wing Attack. It's just like a bit better in my opinion. Generate energy the fastest for the Charizard here, and was a lot of fun playing it. I actually wanted to do that for like a long time, and yeah, I don't regret putting an Elite Quick TM into a Charizard, especially because you don't have a lot of Pokemon anyway where an Elite Quick TM is usable. So you got to get one from Go Battle League anyway every season, so that's actually fine for most people, I guess. And yeah, one problem with this team is what's called Politoed. Politoed is actually really difficult to beat. Swampert is okay because your waterfall damage from the Empoleon is really okay, but Politoed is really difficult to deal with. I think we faced it once or twice. We actually kind of were okay with our Snorlax. We actually kind of in a decent spot if it does not have Earthquake, but nearly everyone runs Earthquake. But yeah, otherwise like you're okay with Empoleon, but it's still not a good matchup because Mudshot is super effective, it generates energy very fast, and Drill Peck doesn't do as much. Here we have our an obstacle against the Snorlax. The superpower does not KO here, sadly. If you have Shadow, I think it might after some more leak damage there, but also does not one-shot directly. And there's a double weakness in the team as well, which is electric type leads. If you see that, it's kind of difficult, but how often do you see electric type leads right now? I think I haven't seen one. This was, I think, the only electric type I've seen today. Maybe one Galvantula, but then you still have Snorlax. Most people don't really use it as a lead. And we barely lose this match here, I think, because he gets to a Dazzling Beam. But even though, yeah, the electric type wasn't even that bad for us right now. But yeah, this Dazzling Beam was really close there, but it was enough to KO us. And we're going into the next match. Here, Machamp, that's what we want to see, especially with Ring Attack. You see how much it chunks. We basically generate energy at the same speed, but I do more damage to him because my moves are super effective while his are resisted, even though counters is better move than wing attack. He goes into Mug. I was kind of slow on the switch here, but it was a Poison Jab Mug. Poison Jab Mug is really good for you because Steel type. This does nothing against the Steel type here. And I can take another move, and I'm just going to farm up to 2 moves here. Because I know I can survive another Dark Pulse based on the damage you saw before. This survives some Poison Jabs, so either my opponent goes 2 shields down here, or he just let it go, and he'll just let it go. And we can go for the Drill Peck against the Machamp, get another shield here. Go for the Dragon Claw right now. And this puts him all already in range for the Dragon Claw, I think. And yeah, my opponent just surrenders here. He closes the app, I think. That's what the basically lag here means. I think he just closed the app and was done with the game. He had a Venus on the back, I just finished it off. Like, yeah, my opponent just closed the game, and that's like how it looks like. Didn't quit the game, he just closed the app. Cool, thanks. Not good sportsmanship, just like leave or anything like that. Here, next opponent, we have Charizard into Venusaur. That's of course a good matchup for us, but he goes into Politoed. Yeah, this Politoed is like really difficult to deal with. Snorlax is your best answer, and even that is like not really a good answer. You see how much it's gonna do. My Snorlax is a rank 1 actually for Ultra League, which is cool. Shadow Snorlax is in most scenarios the better one, by the way. Like if you have a Shadow Snorlax, rather use that. I don't have one, so I'm not gonna use it. I mean, I have like some, but they are not perfect AVs for me, so not really want to invest in that right now. And he can actually shot me down, which is really bad for me. Now I basically hope that he don't have Earthquake here, and he does have Earthquake. Yeah, not good. I have my Charizard still, I go for the Dragon Claw here, hope that I KO him, I can KO him, and he goes to Talonflame. That's good for me. Talonflame, yeah, this is also like one matchup where Ring Attack is like so much better than the other move. It's just like the damage against Talonflame, you basically nearly always won this, I think. He just based me, which is okay. I have 2 shields, I need to use my 2 shields somehow. So I'm just fine for my Dragon Claws here. Always try to get as much energy as I can against him. He goes for another bait here, which is okay. And he goes into Venusaur. I farm up a bit extra. I go for the Blast Burn, which definitely KOs. And I'm at a Dragon Claw already, and this also should KO, I think. Or does he ruin that? Okay, yeah. That does KO. Powerful Muscle Man next. Talonflame lead, yeah, that's pretty good for you. It's actually still, you have to keep in mind that they have Brave Bird. Brave Bird is like not good for you. And their first time you should always go for, I think, 7 ring attacks, because then you have 14 turns, he needs 15 turns to get to a move, so you always basically guarantee that he does not get an extra move in. And yeah, here we just both shield, which is fine for me. He goes for Brave Bird right now. Goes to the Ninetales, I think. Yeah. And here I try to catch the move, which perfectly worked out there. And this is just such a hard wall to Ninetales. Still, yeah, here XL Ninetales as well, of course. Double XL team on my opponent's part already. But yeah, of course, Dazzling Team still kind of hurts. I'm just going to double up and throw my move. So I have 1 move stored, which is totally fine for me. He still has a shield left, which is not as good for me. But now we're going to see his last Pokemon most likely, which is a Machamp. Which is okay, because we have energy. We just have to keep in mind that he should not get to what's it called? Rockslide against our Charizard. So we're over from here, go for the Dragon Claw, KO this thing, go for the Blast Burn, KO this thing. And we are fine. Like, you see how crazy good Ring Attack Charizard is. Like, I highly recommend it. Actually, I was impressed how good it is. Here, Gyarados lead. Okay, yeah, this just happens. This is just something that people have to accept. I perfectly catch here. That's not what always happens, but yeah, that happened here. They are just hard counter teams. They're just teams where you can't do anything. I see people getting upset if they lose, like, a lot of games to like RPS or something like that. It's just something that is in here and that will never change. That's something that should never change. It's just something that's part of the game. Here we have a counter user against our Snorlax. We can go in here. I actually make a kind of a slay. I think a Dragon Claw would be enough here. Just still go for the crazy move. Yeah, definitely Dragon Claw would be enough. But doesn't matter here. He goes back into the Gyarados and he brings in the Machamp, and this game over. I'm just gonna surrender here, I think. There is just like no real reason there, but yeah, double counter against double weak to counter in the back is just happens. Here there's like one of the other matchups. Okay, he switches out before. I'm just gonna go for the Blast Burn thing now. But the other matchup where wing attack is really good is against Dragonite because you always get to the Dragonclaw before he gets there. So you can get some pressure there. I got like a lot of shields today. I saw a lot of Dragonite leads today. Got a lot of shields from them, which was like really good for me. Here I'm just gonna try to farm a bit extra. This is a bit scarier than the other mug because here he has a super effective move which he gets faster than to the other move that he had. What was it? A Dark Pulse? But yeah. Here we can go for Drill Peck. We're kind of fine here. I actually go into the Snorlax here because I'm way more bulkier here. I kind of make a misplay. I thought he was not in a hurricane right now, but he was. And he lets that go, I think. Oh no, he does shield this. He does shield this. I go into my Charizard, and here we outspeed him to the move. I knew that he just threw. I know that we outspeed him. So, goodbye you. And here's a Ferrothorn in the back. Goodbye with the XL team there. Goodbye. And Obstagoon lead next. Oh, this match was crazy. I posted like one of the clips of that on Twitter already, I think. And yeah, first time Night Slash boost. Cool. I'm gonna bait here correctly, which is cool. I have to at this point. I would have went for the Blast Burn right away, I think, otherwise. But we have a fighter here. The fighter is bad for our backline. And here I try to throw my Dragonclaw. That does not work because of lag. Cool. Goes for Night Slash. Night Slash boost. But here I'm close to 2 Blast Burns anyway, so I'm just gonna go for 1 Blast Burn here. He does not shield, which is fine. He goes in a Drapion with Ice Fang. Are you kidding me? It's crazy. I actually played that last season as well. It was actually good. I don't think it's as good anymore with XL, but you can also use it as XL once, so maybe later on if you have enough Scurrupy XL candy, you could go for that thing. But here he goes into 9-tails, which is like perfect for me. He just only has 9-tails now on the back, and like 9-tails does nothing against me. I can just go for the move. And I am basically good here. I think I'm gonna switch out, yeah. His moves don't do nothing, and I think he actually, maybe does he surrender? Does he actually try to win this though? Yeah, he does surrender. Good game there. Next opponent we have Charizard against Machamp. Good lead again. Goes into Empoleon. Yeah, Empoleon is difficult to deal with. But what I actually like here is that you should be able to go for like a superpower, yeah, lag of course, the superpower that puts him low, or you get a shield here. And he has to throw before. Yeah, he does throw before. And now you can farm down with your own Empoleon. Just gonna go straight to my own Empoleon. I'm gonna farm down. Get to a Drill Peck here. Get a shield here. I can switch out again. And that puts me in a pretty decent spot. I have the 2-shield advantage. He has Swampert in the back. That's not good for me. But I have a Ring Attack. And Ring Attack is better than Fire Spin here. Ring Attack generates energy faster, Ring Attack does more damage. It's Shadow Swampert, which is always good for me. I go for the Dragonclaw right now here. I think I have to land at least 2 Dragonclaws here. So I have to go for that. Blast Burn does more DPE, but I have to go for the Dragonclaw. And actually we don't KO him, but we still get to the move there. And he needs to get to Rock Slide right now. I think we made it. Was this the game where I made a cool play? Yeah, I catch the Rock Slide here on my Empoleon, which was like really nice for me. And we're gonna kill him there. Good game. Into the last game here for today, we're gonna go against a really good player. Like he is, I think he was rank 1 in the world for once. He has a Abomasnow lead here, which is decent, but like here, Fire Spin would be better. We survive a Weather Ball easily. He's gonna go into a Kingdra, but I'm just gonna go for my Dragonclaw right now. It's best move against him. Does a lot of damage. He might just want to keep the Kingdra. Who knows? Yeah, we're gonna actually get a shield here, which is good. I actually make a misplay here later on, which I kind of want to talk about, but we can go for the Body Slam. Now we can farm all the way down. I'm not gonna shield. Even if it's out range, it's fine for me. I can just farm all the way down. Get to the superpower for the yeah, Abomasnow here, but I should have thrown earlier. Like I threw way too late there. But we can go for the superpower. And this should be okay. He does not let it go. We can switch out. We have Swampert here against us. We have 1 shield, and now we have to call that. If he goes for Earthquake here, and he like does not bait me here, I lose because I have to call something here. If he goes Hydro again, we win, and he goes Hydro again, we win because of that. Good game to my opponent. I can just farm down, get to move against the Abomasnow, and that's good game. I hope you like this team. This is a really cheap team. You need some community demons, but otherwise, I really enjoyed using this team, and see you next time.